Thanks for joining us again today. We're continuing on the topic of making your property more attractive and marketable for sale. Last time we talked about cleaning your property and clearing the clutter. Those have a big impact on your first impression, and the first point I'm going to bring up today has a similar effect on the first impression. Many property owners are unwilling to do this, but I would encourage you, if it really needs it, for you to consider painting either part or the whole of your property. Think about this again, the return on the sale is going to be millions and millions of rupees. So a little bit of spending on the painting side could result in a much quicker sale and give the client a much better first impression. So let's look at this. A lot of owners think painting is a waste of money. Or they ask, well, what if the buyer does not like the color of paint that I just used? Or does that really sell the property? I mean, when I go and look for a property, I don't look at whether the property has been painted recently. That's not a part of the decision-making criteria that I do when I purchase a property. Most of what you say may be true, but painting helps significantly with the first impression. A neutral color, or a brilliant white, or even just a primer on a wall will make a huge difference. It helps the buyer focus on your property and not the ugliness of it. Let me give you an example. A couple of years ago, I met a prospective seller, and he called me and he said, you know what? I have no use for this asset anymore. I need to sell it and liquidate. Can you please come and take care of it for me? So I went and met him, and it's a nice location, nice area, good road, nice houses around. But this was an older, dilapidated house, not really falling apart, but maybe in a few months, if it was let go, it would be. And after discussing with him, he asked me, Johan, what can we do to get this to sell quickly? I said, well, if you're serious, we need to change the first impression. We need to clean up your garden. That goes back to the previous session about cleaning the mess. But then I said, let's paint the wall. Let's paint the outside wall. Let's not worry about the house because there's no value in it, but let's create a good first impression. So what we did was we arranged a contractor for him. He negotiated the price, sorted it all out, got rid of the green and the dirt and the muck that was on the wall, so that when the client pulls up or comes to the property for the first time, they can see beyond the wall. They're not focused on the outside wall. They're visualizing what they can do with that property. And not that it will happen every time, but within 3 or 4 days we had an offer on that property, and in 3 weeks the property was sold. That's not a guarantee that that's going to happen just by painting the outside wall, but it showed the seller's serious intent, as well as it gives the client a good first impression so that they can actually move forward and picture the property for whether it matches their requirement or not. So it can give you a good first impression and assist you amongst all these other points we make as well in selling the property quickly. The next point is a very important point. This too sometimes is gravely neglected. It's on documentation. Get your paperwork in order. We'll have another session to discuss what goes into getting your paperwork ready for sale. That's a whole topic by itself. And if you have questions before that, you can reach out to us and we'd be happy to help you. But in the meantime, we hear too many owners tell us, I'll do it once I have a good offer in hand. Or paperwork is somewhere, when I bought it, I made sure I got the right deed and survey plan, so I'll pull it out when it's needed. Or better yet, it's with my lawyer, he has everything, don't worry about it, it's taken care of. That again is a whole nother topic. But what happens if you go into the sale of your property with this mentality? Okay, A buyer comes in, sees the place, everything's good, he likes the property, he places an offer on it, you accept it, and then the next step is the paperwork. Then he finds out there's paperwork missing, or there's paperwork that needs to get updated or obtained from the local municipal councils, and then instead of it being 2 or 3 weeks, the process ends up dragging out to 2, 3, 4 months. During this time, you can be assured that the buyer is not sitting at home waiting for you to get all your paperwork in order. He's looking at other properties. There's other people who know he's looking for properties. So they come and show him something that is equivalent or maybe even better, or something that's a little bit cheaper in price. And unbeknownst to you, he's moving forward there, checking the documentation and processing all the paperwork that he needs to do in order to buy it. And if that property paperwork is in order, in a few weeks, he's going to consummate the deal. Once you are done with all your paperwork updating, you find out he's moved on, he's bought another property. Will you say, well, I won't move forward until I get some kind of down payment from him? We are finding that less and less clients are willing to pay money up front without looking at the documentation and seeing that it's in order. In such a situation, you're going to be handicapping yourself, because if you had got your paperwork done, the client's ready to buy. Don't neglect these areas. We have a couple more that we will share in the next session or two, but really put these into play during this time that you have. Review what you need to do so that your property can be ready for sale. Like, subscribe, follow us on all our social media channels. Drop a comment or question if you have below so that we can respond to it in a timely fashion, or email or call us, whatever it is. We want to help you through these challenging times. We look forward to seeing you next time. Take care and have a great day.